Okay, now we've got to the point where we have our headlines in, the video in, and what we're going to do is going to quickly go through and configure the rest of this text. So I just want to show you again how easy this is for you, and how easy we've made this with this theme. So let's just quickly go into here, and as you know, you've got all these different things you can do up here. One of the things that it doesn't have in this is the highlighted text, and as internet marketers we do tend to like things like highlighted text because it really begins to show what you can do. You can highlight certain things that really bring out the salient points of each of your sales message, and that's what we really want to try and do. We've also got these which we want to get rid of, and I want to show you now very quickly. If I just give this some space, we can open this up to as much as we want, and I tend to like to have it right open so I can see my whole page sitting there. But we've got these bullet points, and we want to put our own bullet points in. I've made a graphic which is a little tick, which is better than the generic bullet point, and it actually looks really quite nice. So we're just going to take all these bullet points out. At least we know where they are, and that's why we do it on a Word document to start with. So I've taken all these out. This is going to be a headline, so let's pull this away for a second. These are the ones that we're going to highlight with ticks. So again, you just highlight the whole thing. We go to the top, and it's got up here, it's got unordered list. This is the one we want. We don't want it to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just want it unordered with bullet points, and they are the bullet points that I've included in this theme. So it's very simple. You just click on that. We go down to the bottom, and you'll see that it has added its own bullet point to that. Now the magic happens when you go back to update it and have a view of the page. So just view our page, and we go down to there, and you can see it's added these graphical bullet points. As you can see, every time we do one thing, it just adds that little bit of magic to the landing page and making it into a true squeeze landing page, which people totally understand. It's the right width, it's the right text size. So let's go and put something else in it. Let's go and put highlights, yellow highlighted text, and some embolden onto the lettering. So for instance, if I wanted to put Miss Blank Canvas sales letter specifically designed for WordPress, and I wanted to put yellow highlighted text on that. Now you can put yellow highlighted text on there, don't overdo it, just put it on some real things that you want people to notice. Now we're going to go to the HTML side, and I'm going to put that yellow highlighted text on a few places here. I'm going to put it on high impact landing or squeeze page with ease, and I'm going to put it on this blank canvas sales. In fact, I think I just put it on blank canvas sales letters. So first we do, and again we've got a cheat sheet with all these codes on it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take that and copy, and remember this is the end tag, which is just span with this / in it. So, okay, but I've copied this first part of it, and all I'm going to do in the HTML side is paste it into there, and where I want to finish I'll just do a closing tag. So now you're doing a little bit of HTML, which is really quite exciting. Now if I update that and view our page, lo and behold, you've got yellow highlighted text. Beautiful. So let's quickly go back to this, and where you've got yellow highlighted text, this often goes hand in hand with it being in bold as well. So where we've got this highlighted text here, this one here, if we just again highlight that and hit the B, and we'll give bold into that as well. And what we'll do here is something you can do quite easily. If you just copy this is like little cheats that you do when you start doing this sort of thing. You just highlight that whole piece of code in now and copy it and paste. You can copy this end sequence as well, and at the end of this I'm going to put that there and paste that, update and view page, and now you've got that really highlighted now. High impact landing or squeeze page, blank canvas sales ladders. Now you can do this on all these all the way down. So what we're going to do is we're quickly going to go and I want that in bold, and you can the shortcut to this, if you do Control B once you've highlighted it, only in the visual side, not in the HTML side. So if you go to visual and just highlight that and then just do Control B, that will make that bold. So you can see that we can do quite a few things with this. These headlines, just bold them up. You really want to sort of put some space into here so it looks a lot better. And again, we've got some highlights. So another unordered list. So again, we need to go into the HTML side, and we go down to the bottom here, and we just take those. Out, and we do the same as before. We just highlight those, go to the top, and actually we need to be in the visual section to do this. So highlight that and go to our on order list, click on that, and just make sure that it's all in the right place. Now I wanted to just show you how, if it's not in the right place, how you can change that, because sometimes software is fickle, you know. And I'll show you on this one, because this is the one we done earlier, and just so you get a bit of a grasp of the HTML side of this as well. HTML is just coding, little bits of coding that tells the website what to do, and in this case we're telling it to do an on order list. So the URL is, you've got an opening tag with UL, which stands for unordered list, and this is LI, which is line. So if you don't have something, so for instance, if you had one line which so we've got one line with, say, no tag. I just update that and view the page so you can see what it looks like. And this is just, you know, so you can fix little bugs if it doesn't work. You've got one line that's like this. Real simple way is just make sure that you start getting a grasp of some of this this very, very simple HTML. This one hasn't got that at the front and it hasn't got that at the back. So that's an opening tag and that's a closing tag. So what you'd quite simply do is you'd copy it and paste it. Copy and paste it. Now when you update your site, view the page, go down to where we were, and now you've got that line and it has got a tag. So very simple, just a little bit of bug fixing just in case it doesn't work. And if we go down to the bottom, we've got this in as well, and that's it. Very, very simple to do. In the next video, what we'll do is I'll start getting a lot of these highlighted. I'll do that before I do the video so you can see where we've actually put this in place. But what we'll do then is we'll put the data capture box in and a few other bits and pieces. So I'll see you in the next video.